This is a screencast on APA in-text citation. The focus is on citing authors. My name is Peter Hare and I'm one of the reference librarians at Bank Street College of Education. APA style refers to the format for submitting articles to journals. It is a Bank Street College requirement for all assignments. We use the publication manual of the American Psychological Association's 6th edition as our reference guide. Every time you refer to an idea, work, study, or quotation from one of the sources you've consulted, you need to cite that source. In other words, any part of your paper without citations must reflect your original ideas and work. One way to cite sources is to use parentheses to enclose the author's last name followed by year of publication. Parenthetical citations are quite simple. It's always author's last name, comma, year of publication. Any punctuation comes after the closing parenthesis. Note the placement of the comma. Citations can also be part of your narrative. This means the author's name is part of your text and is not enclosed in parentheses. Omit the year of publication in subsequent narrative citations if you are referring to the exact same work within the paragraph. In this example, the first citation is parenthetical. The second is narrative and includes the date in parentheses. The third citation is narrative. The year of publication is omitted as the prior narrative citation includes this information. You have two choices writing about one work co-written by two authors. The first is parenthetical. The author's surnames are separated by an ampersand, followed by a comma, and year of publication. Everything is in parentheses. The second is narrative. Cite the authors as part of your text. Use "and" to separate the authors. The year of publication comes next and is in parentheses. This is an APA convention. The same rules with ampersand apply when you cite 3 to 5 authors within parentheses. The first time you talk about the authors, define them by writing out all of their surnames. The next time you refer to them from the exact same source, write the first author's last name followed by et al., period, comma, and the year of publication, and close everything in parentheses. Here's how we might cite 3 to 5 authors as part of your narrative. Define who the authors are by typing out all the surnames as they appear in your source material. Separate the authors with a comma and add the word "and" before the final author. The year of publication in parentheses comes after the last author. Now that you have defined all the authors, you can refer to them by the first author's last name followed by et al., period, and the year of publication in parentheses. After this, if it's quite clear you're referring to the same authors in the exact same text within the paragraph, you can omit the year of publication. In the next paragraph, you would not have to define all the authors again, but you would have to add the year in parentheses the first time you mention them. This is quite easy and is a clue for the educated reader that the article was written by 6 or more authors. Don't define the authors by writing them all out. Instead, write the first author's surname followed by et al., period, and the year of publication in parentheses for the first and subsequent citations. You also have the option of citing the authors parenthetically. Always keep the date. When you have a number of studies to cite, organize them alphabetically within parentheses. In the first example, Miller comes before Shannon and Maloney. Separate the studies with a semicolon. In the second example, Derry and Reed published 2 articles in 2005, A and B, followed by a third one, in Press A, that has been scheduled for publication but hasn't been formally published. Rothbart published 2 articles in 2003, A and B. Expect to see 5 matching entries in the reference list. You should be noticing patterns when you cite using parentheses and when you cite authors as part of your narrative. The first time you cite a group with a long name, define them by spelling out all the words. Then in parentheses provide an acronym followed by year of publication. If you are defining the group parenthetically, place the acronym within brackets. Brackets are square. From now on, you can use the acronym throughout your paper. Although it's best to find original sources, sometimes this is not possible. If you're going to use a secondary source, remember to use the words as cited in, followed by the author's last name of the text you actually read, add the year of publication, put everything in parentheses. Only the author of the secondary source goes into the reference list, as this was the text you read. If you want to cite from an article, web page, or chapter and there is no author, push the title to the author position. Write the first few words of the title and enclose it in quotation marks, followed by the year of publication. Note the placement of the comma. Place everything in parentheses. Use the word anonymous only if the text says the author is anonymous. Thank you for viewing this webcast on APA, authors, and in-text citation. For further assistance, visit us on the web, email us, or call. Thank you.